Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday. My name is Dean, and this is E-No-E Whiskey. Welcome. Today I'll be tasting for you Knob Creek 9-year single barrel reserve whiskey. This is done through Jim Beam Distilleries in Claremont, Kentucky. Alcohol by volume is 60% or 120 proof. Mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. This was a suggestion on my YouTube page from Chuck Dixon to compare this compared to the Bookers. So I'm going to go through and do a tasting first on this, then I'll bring out the Bookers, and we'll taste them side by side and see which one has the better notes in my personal opinion. So first, let's get right to it. New bottle here. I've never even had this before, but I've had Knob Creek, but not the Knob 9. So this is a new one for me. Nice. You can tell it's brand new. It's nice and tight. Alright. Of course, with it being 120 proof, I expect it to be a little more alcohol forward, kind of like the Bookers. Nice pretty color though, nice amber color. You can see there. Which explains it from the 9 years. It sits in the cask a lot longer, so it's going to pull more of those oils out of the wood. So there should be a little more on the silkier side. About here in a minute. On the nose, it smells quite a bit like the Bookers. Lots of caramel. Surprisingly not very heavy alcohol forward like I expected it to be. But definitely some caramel, some apple, some raisin. Nice nose. Not a whole lot of windows, so therefore it is definitely going to be an oilier, silkier side. So it should coat my mouth nice and well compared to like the Bookers. So we'll find out here in a second. One thing too is that Bookers as well as Knob Creek are both done through Jim Beam. So a lot of the mash bill for the Bookers is 77% corn, 13% rye, 10% malted barley. Where the mash bill for this is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. So very similar as far as the mash bills are concerned, so I expect the flavor profile to be just about the same. Let's give it a taste here. Rich, creamy, vanilla, lots of maple syrup. Definitely more on the stronger alcohol portion I can feel in the back part of the tongue. But nice long finish. Didn't dissipate too quick, which I expected, being oilier. Some cinnamon, oak, leather, earth tones to it. Nice. Very, very nice. So now we'll break out the Bookers and compare apples to apples and just see which one, in my personal opinion, Chuck, tastes a little bit better or worse, or however you want to look at it. Color-wise, real close. Because the Bookers is 6 to 8 years versus 9 with the Knob. Like I said, the mash bills are pretty close to being the same. This is a little more robust. But it could also be too because it's a brand new bottle, so therefore it hasn't had a chance to breathe. I guess it's had a chance to breathe. They smell pretty close to the same. Being only 9% different in alcohol, Booker's being 129, surprisingly it's a lot heavier on the alcohol compared to the Knob. A lot of it's going to be also because of Knob being 9 years. It's going to have a tendency on the alcohol portion to kind of mellow out a little bit as far as the the heaviness of the alcohol, but a fine product nonetheless. I would say between the two, I'd have to go with the knob. This has got some of the better creamier notes to it that I like. The vanillas, the maples, some of the brown sugar, caramel. It's, I mean, like I said, they're both done through Jim Beam Distillery, so it's not like you're buying some from someplace else. I mean, they're both done from the same place. Mash bill's pretty close to being the same. 129.7 versus 120. But overall flavor profile, I'd have to go with the Knob Creek. Just a little bit nicer, a little bit more flavors going on with it. If you like what we do here at E&OE, please hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom of the page. Every Wednesday morning we do post a picture of the alcohol, whiskey, scotch, bourbon that we'll be tasting that day. And this week, of course, will be the Knob Creek 9-year single barrel, done through Jim Beam Distilleries, Claremont, Kentucky. If you have any questions for us, please leave us a comment on either Facebook. I'm sorry, not on Facebook. Facebook, Instagram, or out here on YouTube. Tough one for me tonight, but the best bourbon, scotch, whiskey that's out there is the one that you like to drink the way that you like to drink it. Thank you, Chuck, for the suggestion. Have a great weekend.